Welcome everybody to Arlington Town Day 2025. I am John Oliver. You might recognize me as your friendly neighborhood banker at Cambridge Savings Bank, right down the street, where I treat every customer like my only customer. We at the town have a great day in store for everyone, and I am thrilled to kick things off. To get things started, I am pleased to introduce Vice Chair of Arlington Select Board, Leonard Diggins, to come and recognize town committee members along with town manager Jim Feeney. Len?
Thank you very much, John. Thank you, everybody, and welcome to Town Day 2025. And so before I ask you a little quiz question, I just wanted to welcome any of my select board colleagues to wave and then join me on stage if you wish. We have select board member Eric Helmuth, and if we have any state representatives or state senators here, please wave, and if you want to join me on stage, please feel free to do so. And I heard that we might have the governor here, so if Governor Healy is here, please wave, and definitely we welcome you up on stage. Okay. Well, maybe some of those fine people will be around later on today. And so, as I mentioned, I have a little quiz question for you. So does anyone know when we had the first Town Day? It was 1976. And do you happen to know what else we were dedicating on that day? So not only, of course, was it the bicentennial, but we were dedicating the Uncle Sam Plaza. So, all right. So, anyways, moving along. Since 1976, we've had a town day every year except for the 2 years when we had the pandemic back in 2020 and 2021, and then there was one other year when there was a hurricane. So it's a pretty impressive streak, and we're happy to keep it going. And this year we have great weather, so hopefully everyone will enjoy it even more. So this year in particular, I've come to think of Town Day as Arlington's own little Thanksgiving Day, in which thousands of us come together to share our passions, be they civic, business, or artistic. We come to appreciate Arlington for the wonderful community it is. We leave it to others to judge whether we are the best, but we know that we try our best to be good to each other and welcoming to everyone. Yes, we have our disputes, especially during town meeting, but we are fortunate to live in a community that is much more united than it is divided. We are thankful to live in a community that functions as well as it does and serves our needs, and that's due to our dedicated and devoted staff. They are the ones that truly deserve the credit for organized Town Day on behalf of the Select Board. So let's please give a big round of applause to the Select Board staff, the Department of Public Works, the Arlington Police Department, and Arlington Fire Department. Thank you. And also on the organizing team were Katie Luzai, from the Department of Planning and Community Development, Jeff Monroe from ACMi, and Kathleen Darcy, who's been doing this for 28 years. Of course, when it comes to making Arlington a special place, which continues to improve year after year, there's another group of people, and I'll toss it back to John Oliver so we can get to that next. But first, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I've been on Select Board for 5.5 years, and this is all of you have just made this a truly fulfilling experience, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to say that I love you all, I love this town, and thank you for just being a great community.
Thank you, Len, and I echo all of his thoughts. Without the grassroots efforts of everybody in this town, this day couldn't happen, and what an awesome day it is. Real quick, I'd like to introduce your town manager, Jim Feeney, to present some recognition to town committee members. Jim?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So it is my pleasure to acknowledge another set of people who are key to the success of Arlington. There are hundreds of volunteers serving on the 80-plus boards, committees, and commissions that support our local government. These volunteers run the gamut of age and experience, and if you were to read their resumes, you would be truly amazed by the talented people who live among us. It is often said at select board meetings that if we had to pay them for their time, we simply would not be able to afford it. But we can take the time today on center stage at Town Day to pay our respect and acknowledge their contributions.
Big smile.
Since this is the first year of doing this form of formal recognition, there are more people to call out than just those who have concluded their service in the past year. In fact, today, we are thrilled to acknowledge over 30 people throughout the course of today. While we know that everyone can't be with us today, we will acknowledge them nonetheless. When we call your name, and if you wish, please come up to the stage so we can present you with a small token of our immense gratitude. All right, first we have Ileana Gatica for 2 years of service on the Disability Commission. Cynthia DeAngelis for 9 years of service on the Disability Commission. Nick Minton for 29 years of service on the Human Rights Commission. It's a lot of years. Thank you, Nick. We have Christine Carney for over 25 years on the Human Rights Commission. John Burt for 8 years on the Poet Laureate Selection Committee. Mark Breslow for 7 years of service on the Clean Energy Future Committee. Nellie Aikenhead, also for 7 years of service on the Clean Energy Future Committee. Jeff Max Tudis for 20 years on the Transportation Advisory Committee. Brooks Harrelson for 4 years on the Rainbow Commission. And then finally, Scott Lever for 6 years on the Envision Arlington Standing Committee. Thank you all for your many years of dedicated service to the town. Please hold, we're going to try to get a group photo of you. Ileana, come on up. Alrighty, thank you again.
Thank you, everybody. Is everybody ready for some fun? Woo! First, I am excited to welcome to the stage the Arlington Warner Cheerleaders. The APW Cheerleaders have been the traditional opening act for Town Day for over 33 years. A wonderful nonprofit, Arlington Warner is a vital community institution with a long history of teaching team building, organized youth sports, and bolstering academics. Warner rewards students for their efforts in school with awards and scholarships. Let's give a warm welcome to the Arlington Warner Cheerleaders.
Here
Hi, this is ACMi TV.
All right, hi everybody, this is Alfonso Velasquez. I'm a community member here at ACMi. Beautiful day today. It's Town Day here in Arlington, and we're gonna get some interviews with some of the booths. We are here with CMK Home Care. And just briefly, what is it that CMK Home Care does here in Arlington?
Oh, so CMK Home Care, we're a home care company. We provide a lot of great services to elders to help them in their home, to keep them safe, do all the work that's needed, driving them places and all that. And I also do a second thing. I do a lot of support groups. I do 3 different types of support groups. One of them, which I've been doing for years, is for widows and widowers who are in grief or who are lonely, and I've been doing that, and it has been very helpful to people how I put it out there. And I also work with family caregivers who are, a support group for family caregivers if they're stressed out and they're trying to figure out what to do all with their if they're caring for their aging loved ones, and for retirees, those who are trying to figure out what their life is now that they're retired and what is their purpose on this earth. And those are the main things that I do.
And just quickly, so for those folks that are in the retirement sort of age group and they're looking for things to do, how do they become purposeful now that they don't have a 9-to-5 job? What are 2 suggestions that you would have for people that are watching this, if they are of that retiree age? What are 2 things that they should look into doing to have purpose in their life?
Well, again, it's very much on them kind of thing. So it's, it very much is, to me, it's starting off with writing things down. I would ask a lot of questions, you know what I mean? But everyone will have their own different ideas. And, and once they figure out, well, this could be my purpose. I've been thinking that, for the last 100 years, but I've never really done it, but I think I might try it now. And then it's the steps that you go, the small steps, I will say, you know what I mean? And what all this is about, you know what I mean, is, your purpose, your goals, your steps to get to them. And then it's also pushing it into, what it is you're going to keep doing, you know what I mean? And that's going into your subconscious mind and how you work that and how you do the steps, you know what I mean? And trust in yourself, and you will get to it, to whatever you think. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Doug from ACMi TV, and we're here with Marina from Mystic Open Studios. And Marina, why don't you talk a little bit about what you're doing today at Arlington Town Day?
I'm sharing about the joy of having a business in town and telling people what we're doing. We have a lot of different classes happening, from weaving in a loom, to clay, to basket weaving, to grieving in community through the arts, and baby and me classes. And I'm happy to talk to people and share what we're doing and inviting them to join our mailing list.
Now, Marina, can people go to Mystic Open Studio? Anyone can go. How would they get started in wanting to take a class or get involved?
I would suggest you to go to www.mysticopenstudio.com and check our classes and sign up so that we know that we're expecting you and we reserve a spot for you, especially if you're taking a drumming class that are very popular on Friday evenings. It gets filled, and we want to have a drum for you and a seat. So Fridays, 7 to 8:30, we have drumming classes, and would love to see more new faces. We're all very friendly.
Well, absolutely you are. Maybe talk about some of the classes around grieving. You said a little bit about
yes, we have once a month a grieving in community through the arts class. It's led by me and another expressive art therapist, Elena Kleiman, and we are supporting people that are grieving, and with the idea that you don't have to do this alone, that it's a hard work, and that through the arts and through being with other people in a supportive environment, you can get through this.
Well, let's look at what you're doing here today at the booth. It looks like you got a couple different activities going on.
Yes,
I see a loom here, right? Do you want to show us a little bit about that?
This is our weaving teacher.
Hello.
She's going to demonstrate.
Want to see how it works?
Show us the loom.
All right. Well, this is a 4-shaft loom, and it's for making pretty simple fabrics, but you can get complicated with colors and textures. And the way a loom works is you're raising and lowering every other string. So for instance, this one, I'm going to raise up these two, and I'm going to take the shuttle that has string on it, and I'm going to pass it through, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. They're getting all of it.
Pass through the opening, and then pull it out. And then you take this feeder and you put that in.
Kind of push it into place, okay.
And then you change the opening. Now I'm raising up every other string. The ones that were down are now up, and we're off to the races. So you just do this over and over again. It's very repetitive, but kind of peaceful and
relaxing,
yeah. And you get to end up making something that you've done by hand completely yourself.
Wonderful.
So,
can you show an end product? Maybe we can see.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. That's great.
So you can be very simple and you can be really fancy.
And these are for sale here today,
These are for sale today. Yep.
These are stroller blankets. Is that what they are?
Yep. These are hand towels.
Hand towels.
And then
Yep.
this is not, I didn't weave this, but yeah, this is a stroller blanket.
Oh, wow. That looks great.
Yep.
And then you're also doing collage activity here too, right?
Collage table. So if you want to try collage, you can come. Not only kids, men, women, and all people are welcome. The other thing that we have coming up that you might want to know is we have a dance party that's open to all. There's no alcohol, so you can send your teenagers. October 4th at 7:30. We'll have a great time.
And where is Mystic Open Studio located?
Mystic Open Studio is located right next to Butternut Bakehouse. Our friends. It's 785 Mass Avenue.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much. And thanks from ACMi.
Hi, we're here with Arlington resident David Ledwick, and David has an interesting piece of Arlington history that I'll bet most people in Arlington don't know about. Can you tell us about that, David?
Oh, sure. In 1899 on Hillside Ave, a man invented the golf tee. He was an African-American dentist from Harvard, and he got the device patented that day. The 125th anniversary was this past December, and the town made a proclamation, the select board made a proclamation to make it his day. The ultimate dream is to tell his story. He's the son of freed slaves, moved to Boston, was a dental assistant, was in the second graduating class of Harvard Dental School. Then he invented this golf tee. He wasn't recognized for it at first. It was given to someone else, but someone did research and it was finally given to him in the United States Golf Association, recognized that about 10 years ago, that he was the inventor. And our hope is maybe to get a plaque one day at the school closest to his house, which would be the Dallin School, that might tell a little bit of his story. And he did face some issues. Most everyone was nice, but one time when he was coming to Arlington, and Arlington was his summer home, he had a home in Boston, they broke all his windows the day before they knew he was coming. And so he had to, most everyone was good to him, but when I learned about that and other things, I wanted this, and my daughters and I pushed through this idea to the select board, and we're just glad to shine some light on him. The school department and the superintendent did make an effort to make stories in a curriculum for December 12th of last year. So in all the schools, the teachers were given this information. So we're glad to get that out. I'm also gotten involved with the Martin Luther King Birthday Observance Committee, and anything to promote that kind of diversity. I know that the town's getting more diverse, which was wonderful, but to give knowledge to people about some historical figures who had to fight a lot to get to where they were and then to achieve something. That fellow became the first actually African-American faculty member at Harvard. Later, there was a professor. He wasn't to that level. That was in, I think, the 1960s. But this was way back in 1889, maybe, before he invented the golf tee. So it's quite a history, and I'm just glad that's getting out there.
So that's a really, really interesting bit of Arlington history that I'll bet most people didn't know about. I've been in Arlington for many years, and I didn't know about that. So not only was he the inventor of the golf tee, but it was right here in Arlington, and he was an African American. So that's really good to know. Thank you, David, for that little bit of Arlington history.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your efforts getting this Town Day information out, and we're having a great day here. So I'm here with the ponies, and I work for Gibson Sotheby's, and we're glad the ponies are here. We're trying to keep them to come back next year. It's an effort to be here with the ponies, and so come on down. We're here till 3:30. Thank you.
And we're behind the library, the Robbins Library. Thanks.
It's Town Day on ACMi.
All right, we're here with State Representative Sean Garbely. Tell me a little bit about Town Day and residents that are seeing this on ACMi. What's Town Day all about?
Well, as you can see, thousands of people are here this afternoon or this morning. More thousands will come over the next few hours. This is going to be one of the busiest town days we've ever had. Beautiful weather. It's a great day where so many people from young to old gather. Civic group organizations, appointed officials, volunteers for the town are all here. It's a great, great day. It's just great to be part and celebrating Arlingtonians and what being in Arlington is all about.
And just if you remind some of us, I mean, there are so many new residents moving into Arlington every single month.
Yep.
How long have you been serving the district here, and what is your message for all new Arlington residents?
So I've been fortunate to be the state representative for the people of Arlington for the last 17 years. And I love my job and work very well with so many people. Arlington is such a welcoming community. If you are here for 100 years or 15 minutes, Arlington is a place for you. And Town Day is where everyone comes together and to celebrate our history, but also celebrate the new people who are coming in town and making it their community, and we take care of one another, and that's what Arlington is all about.
I've been a resident here for, close to 20 years.
Oh, great.
And that's one thing that I think about. It's how inclusive this community is. I mean, if you need a helping hand, someone is there. Just a little bit about, some of the booths that we see here. It seems like if you need an answer to something as an Arlington resident, you can find it at one of these booths in Arlington.
Absolutely. So, you have athletic groups here, you have school groups here, you have environmental groups here, housing affordability groups, sustainability, all the PTOs are here, and of course, fried dough, which you can't beat fried dough.
Never.
The Big E has nothing on Town Day, I'll tell you. And it's just so good to, reconnect with people. But if you pan the crowd, there are literally thousands and thousands of people. You have an inch between people walking by, and it just makes Arlington a special place. So it's great to be here, and thanks so much for ACMi for covering this today.
Good wrap up. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Enjoy
the rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and it's a beautiful day here in Arlington. I'm currently at
Kaizen Karate.
Kaizen Karate. I am here with Kaizen Karate today.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Kriegel. I'm the head instructor for Kaizen Karate.
So tell me about it.
So we're a family. It's myself, my wife, and my daughter, and we started training together. And then a few years ago, we opened our own dojo, and we mostly teach other families. So all of our classes are mixed, so we have adults and kids train together. So whether it's little kids or teens, it gives families something to do together, and they can train together in the dojo. They can practice together at home. It's just better than say in a typical class where the kids might be training and parents are just sitting there on their phone for an hour. Just everyone gets on the floor, everyone gets in shape, we all stay healthier.
Wow, it's really great being inclusive with families. Can I ask, how did this start?
So it started actually with my wife, because she trained when she was in high school and college, and then when our daughter was born, she wanted our daughter to be able to defend herself, so our daughter signed up for karate here in Arlington. And 6 months in, I was like, well, I always wanted to do it, and I was 40 at the time, and my wife missed it, and she wanted to do it. So after my daughter started, 6 months later, the whole family was training, and so we were all training together, and it worked really well for us. So it seemed to be a good thing to kind of bring to other people. But we've also done family classes for Arlington Community Education, where again, parents and kids have trained together, and that's been nice and successful there. So it just, again, just felt like it worked for us, and it seems to work for a lot of other families as well.
Wow, that's really great. Is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Yeah, I think we're Arlington residents, and it's just kind of great to be able to do this for the Arlington community. I mean, our school is in Belmont, but it's very close. It's like a 10-minute drive. We like to incorporate as many different styles as we can into our training. And one of the other things that was important about when I started is I had really bad back issues. I had discs with bulges and fissures, which is like one step from herniated and one step from ruptured. And martial arts really helped me heal and get stronger, because it forced me to learn how to exercise in kind of a gentle way that took into account I was dealing with injury. So when I train, whether it's with other adults or people who maybe not be out of shape, we can adjust how we teach to meet other people like where they are physically, whether they're just getting back to fitness, whether they're not in good shape, or whether they're recovering from an injury. We adapt how we teach to make sure that we can, help everyone.
That's really great. And how will we be able to contact you?
So our website, Kaizen Karate Martial Arts, our website is www.kzkma.com, and that's probably the best way for folks to find us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Doug with ACMi, and we're here at the Friends of the Drama booth here at Arlington Town Day. And let's talk to them and see what's going on. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good
morning.
To ask you, what's your name? What are your names?
My name's Maureen.
Yeah.
My name is Sue. We're both members.
Excellent. And do you want to talk a little bit about Friends of the Drama and what you do?
Sure. Well, we're members and volunteers, so we're helping out at the booth today. And Arlington Friends of the Drama, this is our 103rd season, and we usually have 4 productions each season. And we've just in the middle of our play, what's it called again?
Triumph of Love.
Triumph of Love. I just saw it the other day. It was fabulous. It's a comedy musical, and they're all great. Yeah.
Excellent. And I'll ask you, where is the Friends of the Drama located?
We're located on Academy Street in Arlington. I'm not exactly sure of the number, 22 Academy Street in Arlington. And again, the play's fabulous. It's right in Arlington, which is very convenient for people. And it's $70 to join for the year, which is really a steal for 4 plays.
That's a good price.
2 musicals and then 2 dramas during the year. And a comedy. I'm sorry. A comedy and a drama.
I was going to ask you, how do people get involved? If they want to audition, if they want to be part of the crew, are there opportunities for Arlington residents to do that?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, we're having auditions this weekend for the next play. So anyone can come down, and we have a website, and we have, but here's our brochure. And if you come down today, you can get some prizes. You sign up for some prizes. And
what are you doing here at Town Day? Like you said, you were doing prizes. Are there giveaways? What can people expect when they come down?
Well, we do have 2 for the price of 1 if they want to see the Triumph of Love, or any play for that matter. But so we have the ticket right here, and
we're selling some costumes.
That we're selling from previous plays.
That's great. That's great. It looks like people can sign up here for the drawing. Yep, and get some candy, and also get a brochure, which is great.
Buy a mug.
And buy a mug right here. There's a little mug right here. How about that? And these are the shows that are they coming up, or are these the season? Is that the season? Same as on the brochure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great. Listen, thank you so much. Hope you have a good Town Day. One last thing. When you think about the fact that you're located in Arlington, is there anything special about Arlington that you think makes this organization go?
The talent in Arlington and surrounding towns, I must say, there's a lot of theaters around. Community theater is phenomenal. Believe me.
It's like you're going to Broadway, right?
I mean, it's equivalent to Boston. It's really amazing, and people should come and check it out first, and they'll fall in love.
Perfect. What a great way to end. Come down on Town Day here to see the Friends of the Drama in Arlington.
Hi, this is ACMi. ACMi. ACMi.
ACMi TV.
All right, like I said, there are so many booths here in Arlington, and guess what? We passed by the Arlington Police Department, and we get to talk to the chief. So, Chief.
Nice to see you.
Tell me about Arlington Police Department, Arlington PD, and how are they a resource for the community here in Arlington?
Oh, so we have a great police department. We have many of our officers here today, many of our community service officers. And, you know, we're really focused on community policing here. We always have been. And our officers do a great job connecting with people in the community. And this event is just so wonderful to be out here meeting so many members. And it's a great opportunity for people just to come by our booth, ask some questions, talk about some of the services we offer. We have people here that install our car seats for members of the community. We have people from our domestic violence unit who help families in need. We have people, our clinicians are here that work with our officers and people in the community every day. So great resources, great opportunity for people to come by and just say hello and meet some of the officers. We have our community officer dog, Officer Roger, who's here. I don't know if you had a chance to meet him, but he's great. And Officer Hogan is here doing demonstrations with his canine Ico. So great event, great community day, and we're really happy to be here.
And that's a word that you hear a lot nowadays is community policing.
Yeah.
So what's the theory behind that? Is it that, you know, we see an officer at a regular spot all the time, so we get to know their name? Like, what is the purpose behind that sort of slogan, community policing?
Community policing is just a chance for people in the community to get to know the police officers on a first name basis, right? We want to have our kids know police officers in their schools. We want people in the community to feel comfortable, be on a first name basis with our officers. If they have a problem or an issue and they need someone to help problem solve, they can just come to our department or come to the officer that's working in their area and just say, hey, I think I ran into you at Town Day. I'm having this issue. Could you help me out with it? And we pride ourselves on our community policing. We've been doing it for a long time. And like I said, we have a great group of men and women here at the Arlington Police Department. We're always happy to help people.
And I have a son who's in high school, and one of the most popular Instagram pages is Roger, the community policing dog.
Yeah.
What is the purpose behind having a community resource dog on the police department and in the community?
Yeah, so with the very generous donation and a grant from the Rotary Club, we were able to bring Roger on board and have him fully trained. He has been a great resource. He is assigned to Officer Brian White, who's our school resource officer, and he's in the schools every day. I've been standing up here next to him, and I don't think one kid has walked by that didn't bend down and say, hey, Roger's here. So it's another great community policing opportunity. Everybody knows Roger. That means everybody knows Officer White, and they feel comfortable talking to him if they have an issue or a problem, if they want to share information with him. And he's great to bring to scenes where people are feeling a little off. And, you know, if someone is having a really bad day or a tough time, who doesn't love having a little dog come sit next to them and cheer them up?
Hey everybody, we're here with Ember, and I have to look up at Ember because you are here at Town Day doing what? What's your message?
I am stilt walking, and I'm stilt walking for the monarch butterflies of Arlington. Arlington just took a monarch butterfly pledge, so we're going to be planting a bunch of milkweed. We're asking residents to help us remove the invasive black swallowwort that poisons monarch butterfly caterpillars. And we are extending the monarch corridor that a previous administration helped establish. And so that's really exciting. And I'm a big sparkly monarch today, and I'm going to be hanging out with all the children of Arlington being a big sparkly monarch, so yeah.
What kind of responses have you gotten today? Because I have to jump to talk to you.
I just got out here, but people are asking me a lot about, like, how's the weather up there, and the answer is beautiful, gorgeous. We have a wonderful day. People ask me how I got this tall. The answer is every single vegetable, like every last one. The secret, children, is to leave one or two. You know, like if you eat every last one, there's just, you become an NBA player, basically.
And now,
WNBA player, everybody watches women's sports.
Being an Arlington resident, what do you think about this community? What do you want people to know about Arlington? What does it feel like to live here?
I love Arlington. I love the fact that, first of all, you guys fund big celebrations like this for the town. I love the services. I love the commitment to diversity. I love the library. One of the things about public libraries that people don't know is they kind of fill in all sorts of gaps. It's not just books, it's not just Canopy, streaming. You've also got the Seed Library over at Fox. You've got the Bees at Robinson. You've got the Art Lending Library at Robinson. Really, check out the library, get a library card. There's so much cool about Arlington. I love the restaurants. I go to Boone Noon all the time. I'm a Burismo fan. Yeah, love it here.
Okay, without further ado, let's get on with the musical programming of the day. Woohoo! First to the stage is the indomitable 12-piece Fly By Brass. Fly By Brass has been electrifying the greater Boston area with their lively soul-scorching music. Born out of the local honk scene, they bring live horn harmonies to the people. Give it up for Fly By Brass.
Well, good morning, everybody! Hope everyone's having a great Arlington Town Day. There's lots of music, all festivities going on all day long here in Mass Ave. We are Flyby Brass Band, all the way from Somerville, Massachusetts. We got a whole set of fun music. Hope you like to dance. The dance floor is wide open. Hey everybody. Once again, if you haven't been here earlier and just joining us, we are Flyby Brass Band, playing some great brass music from all around the world. Have fun, join the dance floor, there's lots of room. We're glad to see you all here at Arlington Town Day! chill the tempo down a little bit. Thank you much, everybody. We are Flyby Brass Band all the way from Somerville, Massachusetts. Hope you're enjoying yourself this beautiful morning here in Arlington Town Day. Got a couple more songs for you. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you very much, everybody. We got one last song for you. Once again, we are Flyby Brass Band. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. You are Flyby Brass Band. Have a great rest of your Arlington Town Day.
Alrighty, thank you, folks. We are back to recognize yet an even larger group of volunteers. Unfortunately, we will not be able to welcome you to the stage during the change. So we're looking to present you with a small token of our gratitude for your many years of your collective contributions to the community. Again, we know that everyone can't be here today, but we will acknowledge them nonetheless. When we call your name, if you wish, please come up to the front of the stage so that we can present you with a token of our gratitude and hopefully grab a group photo at the end. So we'd specifically like to recognize Paul Rea for 5 years of service on the Disability Commission, Sharon Grossman for 12 years on the Human Rights Commission, Jim DiTullio for 7 years on the Clean Energy Future Committee. Jennifer Seuss for 3 years on the Finance Committee. Beth Locke for her service on the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture. Adria Arch for 6 years on the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture. Kristen Canterbury Bagnall for 6 years on the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture. Christine Carney for 25 plus years on the Human Rights Commission. Lydia Koenig-Schur for 6 years on the Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture. Bill Gardner for her service on the Rainbow Commission. Keith March Mistler for service on the Rainbow Commission. Susan Ryan Vollmer for service on the Rainbow Commission. Alex Bagnall for 5 years of service on the Envision Arlington Standing Committee. Town Moderator Greg Christiana for his 4 years of service on the Envision Arlington Standing Committee. And finally, Elizabeth Carr-Jones for 6 years of service also on the Envision Arlington Standing Committee.
It's Town Day on ACMi.
We are highlighting more booths here at Town Day, and we're here with my friend Ren.
Hi.
So tell me a little bit about Lotus Yoga Studio, where you're located in Arlington, and what do you hope Arlington residents know about Lotus Yoga Studio?
Yeah, so we are located in East Arlington, right across from the Capitol Theater. We're going on 7 years now, which is super exciting. We are a woman-owned, LGBTQ-owned business. And in addition to the variety of yoga classes we have, we also really value giving back to our community. So we're right in front of Robbins Library, where we do weekly free classes. We also do summertime free classes for the community, in addition to other projects throughout the year that give back. And we really have something for everyone. We do restorative yoga, prenatal yoga, all levels, everything up to intermediate. And we just think no matter who you are, you can join in yoga and get the benefit of it. And we want to just bring the community in.
And now, we met before, because I got to interview Ren a couple of months ago. There was a word that you used when we met that describes your yoga, which is, I forget what the word is, maybe you can remind me, where it's inclusive and you don't have to be worried about what you look like when you're doing it, and you can just go in and be yourself. What was the word you used for your yoga?
Maybe accessible? I'm not sure what we use, but we try to be very inclusive and accessible. So we teach what's called trauma-informed yoga.
That's what it was, trauma-informed.
That's what it was, yes. So that means, trauma-informed yoga means that we are understanding that everyone's coming in with something, some form of trauma, stress, something that's going on with them. And the way we teach is just very inviting and, take it to the level that you want. We want people to explore and engage with the practice in the way that feels best for them. So in some of my classes, you might see people sitting for the whole practice or laying down, and other people doing all the standing poses. And we love that. We love to see people making the right choice for their bodies.
And if you had a message for residents here in Arlington who are seeing this, if they've gone by your studio or gone by another yoga studio, but your yoga studio in East Arlington, and they said, that's just not for me, I don't know, I feel weird, everybody there's a professional, what would you say to someone to say, just come on in and give it a try? What's a comforting thing that you could say to them?
I think really anyone can do yoga. You know, there's really no barriers to it. We try to break down those barriers as much as possible. If going to the studio is a little intimidating, which it can be, try one of our free classes. Just sort of dip your toes in, see what you like, and if it works for you, come and take some more classes. But I think the benefits of yoga outweigh the fear of trying it, you know, like getting your nervous system regulated, learning how to calm your body, breath work, just getting a moment of peace and relaxation, especially these days, is so valuable. So just come in and try it. We're very welcoming and open. We love beginners. So come check us out.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, this is Doug with ACMi, and we're here on Arlington Town Day with the Council on Aging. We're going to talk to Sophie. Hey, Sophie.
Hello.
Wanted to ask you a little bit about the Council on Aging and what it does.
So the Council on Aging is town departments through the town of Arlington, and it offers exercise classes and social supports. We do have 2 full-time social workers on staff. We also help people with SNAP, and I'm the person who helps people with fuel assistance. So that's a federal program. And then we also have, sometimes we'll have a monthly luncheon, and generally it's a place where people who are 60 plus can go and hang out.
That's great. As the son of a aging mother in another town, we have taken advantage of those Council on Aging services in other towns. What would you say about seniors who are trying to stay independent as long as they can in their home? What kind of things are available? You mentioned some of them, but what comes to mind when you think of that?
Oh, yeah.
Medical escorts?
Yeah, we have transportation services, and also the social workers that we have here are really, really great about connecting people to various resources to help people retain independence as they age.
And if seniors, I'm sure they will be listening, and families of seniors are listening in Arlington, how could they get involved and learn more about what you do?
So everyone is free to stop by the Council on Aging office at 27 Maple Street. And also our main number is a great place to get connected to resources. We have a fantastic receptionist, Eva. And the number is 781-316-3400.
And here at Town Day, I see you have a bunch of brochures and some candy. Are you going to interact with people today and see what you can do to help them out? Is that the point of today?
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to help people learn about the Council on Aging, and we're here advertising some of our programs, like the senior parking program for people 65 plus. That's a free parking sticker within the town of Arlington. So we're here to be here as a resource and a visual representation of what we do here.
Do you feel like you have a great support from Arlington, from the town, from the residents?
Yes. Arlington is an amazing town, and really, really helps us out.
Well, that's great. Thanks so much, Sophie. Make sure. Oh, yes. The Sanborn. We're going to talk to the Sanborn Foundation in a second, but thank you, Sophie, from the Council on Aging, and come down to Town Day and stop by and learn more about, what you can do, or what your beloved senior relatives, family members, and friends can do to get some help and to have some fun.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Arlington today, and we are currently at the tent of Little Kids Academy. What started Little Kids Academy?
So in 2012, I was a therapist in Newton Public School, and then after that I decided to open my home daycare because I just want to have my own school, and it was in Belmont. And after that we just keep growing, and we opened first location in Belmont in North Chapel Road, and then we opened the second location in Mass Ave in Arlington. And after COVID, we shut down one in Belmont, and we kept the one in Arlington. So we've been doing this for since 2012.
What are we doing here today?
And we're just promoting our school and showing how great our school is, and also I wanna give us some goodies for the kids and communities.
Specialized for kids with autism, right?
And so we are like a normal daycare too. We serve child with 0 to 5, but we also sometimes have accept child with autism too. I'm a BCBA, so I can provide ABA services for child who has a diagnosis in autism in-house.
Wow, that's really great.
Yeah, it is really nice that a child has like access to like an inclusive classroom too, and we can also pull out the child from the classroom when they need it, and to provide like one-on-one services. So it's a very, very nice program.
Is there anything else?
Our teachers are very dedicated and they love what they're doing, and we also does a lot of trainings throughout the year. And also we communicate very well with the parents. If something happens, parents always come to me and we always have open conversations. So we just build a trust. It's a very special community that we have such a nice parents too, and kids are very nice. They're very trusting us and we trust them too. So it's like a big family. That's very special to me.
That's really great.
You're watching ACMi.
So, we're taking a little bit of a break. We're sitting on the couch from all the walking around because there's so many cool booths here at Town Day. So, what is the name of your organization and who are you trying to support here in Arlington?
Yeah, hi, I'm Mara and we're Beehive Moms and I am trying to support new moms here in Arlington. So we run mom groups for new moms in the community and it's all about connection, friendship, building a place to support new moms and young families here in Arlington.
And in your industry or your company or your service, what is the kind of support that a new parent needs? And it sounds like especially it's a new mom. What kind of support do they need that some people may not know?
So when I was a new mom, I was like, I need a place to go and to feel like I'm supported from the couch, the place to be, the space, and to get that sort of emotional community friend support. I'm a therapist, and so I was like, this is the way that I can give back to my community and support new moms and be the place that I wish I had when I was a new mom.
And again, what are some of the services or the support that new moms need that we may not know that they need?
Oh, okay. I think they need a place to come. I think they need someone that can help understand all of the ups and downs and challenges that a new mom has. I think a place to build community so you know that you're not alone in being a new mom, but you can meet other new moms that have babies that are weeks, days apart from your own. Yeah.
And I mean, there are new families moving in here like on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
So I know maybe there's a stigma behind asking for help, thinking that as a new mom, maybe you have to do it all on your own because your mom did it all on her own. But if you were to get out a message to a new parent, a new mom in Arlington, why should they sort of take down that stigma and ask for help? What's the benefit of asking for help and not doing it on your own?
There's so many benefits and everybody needs help. Who doesn't? And we can be support, and help can come in a form of fun and friendship, and it doesn't have to be so heavy and serious, but this is a place where you can come and have snacks and make friends, and some friends can be hopefully friends that you can have throughout all your mom years.
And has a mom or some of the moms given you feedback on exactly what the support they get from Beehive Moms gives them?
Yeah, so I ran a group a couple of years ago, and the group still meets weekly, and they are a group of new mom friends, and that's exactly what I'm aiming to create with Beehive Moms.
Hi everybody, we're at Arlington Town Day. We're in back of the Robbins Library, and who am I speaking with here?
Hi, I'm A. David Lewis. I'm the member at large for the Friends of Robbins Library Group.
And what are we doing here behind the library today at Town Day?
We are having our annual book sale to support the library. All of these are donations from either residents or others in other towns. It allows children, adults, people of all ages to get affordable, not just books, but other media, DVDs, albums, games and activities, and all the funds go back to funding the library and its many endeavors.
So the library books here the donated books are very inexpensive. Can you tell us the prices? I think it's on the sign here.
It's fantastically inexpensive. You can get an adult hardcover for $2. It would normally cost you maybe $30. You can get a children's book for $1, a children's board book for 50 cents. We really price these so that families and people all throughout the community can take part, can enjoy this bountiful arrangement of donations. And we find that a lot of people actually give more. They don't want change back. They want it to go even further. So it's really a win-win across the board.
Now, the Robbins Library, of course, is the main library in Arlington. It's a beautiful building right on Mass Ave. David, do you know anything about the history of the library?
Yeah, I recently learned about this. It was actually bequeathed, donated by the Robbins sisters. They lived here in their home, and they were elderly spinsters, if that's still an appropriate term, I'm not sure. They were elderly women and gave this whole land to the town of Arlington. That includes the site outside of Town Hall, that includes the site over here, and so we've named the library in their honor.
And I believe their house, which is the Robbins house, was on Mass Ave, and they actually moved their house, their homestead back so they could donate the land for the library and the town hall. So we're tucked now behind the library at this book sale, so you may not see it when you're walking on Mass Ave, but come on back behind the library and check it out.
We also have, we're not sponsoring this personally, but it's delightful to see the little kids and the pony rides are back here. So lure them back here for the pony rides and get them interested in some of the children's books and, of course, adult books while you're here.
Thanks, David. Great to talk to you.
My pleasure.
All right, so just if you can, what is the name of the organization? What's your name? And what are you doing here today on Town Day?
So this booth is the Reduced Single-Use booth, and it's run by volunteers from Zero Waste Arlington, and it's all about reducing single-use by replacing all of the single-use takeout containers with reusable containers, and customers can borrow them for the day. They basically check them out like a library book using Recyclables Technology. That's my company, which is a local Arlington company, and it's free. So you borrow the container for the day, you come back here and return it. There's no charge, and our goal is to reduce by at least hundreds the containers that get thrown in the trash every year at Town Day.
And now I heard a very special word in there, free. So again, what is it ultimately that the organization is trying to do here in Arlington? Reduce what?
Reduce waste. So, like in the U.S. as a whole, the data says there's 1 trillion single-use food items that go in the trash every year. It's 9 million tons and about $50 billion that's spent on stuff that literally is used and trashed. And so our real goal is to use containers that are durable and kind of change the habits in the community. Enjoy your takeout at Town Day or at restaurants. Bring the container back, and every time we save waste.
And there are so many delicious restaurants here in Arlington, and Fridays people don't want to cook, or whatever day of the week. So just to take a person that may be watching through the steps really quickly of how does this work if you want to order food out from your favorite place in Arlington and bring it home?
Yep. So Recyclable has an app that can be downloaded on both app stores, and you set up an account, you give a credit card. It's not about charging you. That's only if you don't bring the containers back. And then you go to the participating restaurants. Arlington, it's Roasted Granola. They were our first restaurant partner. Amazing. You can do it there. We have 3 restaurants in Lexington, and we're slowly trying to grow to more. So you basically just place your order, choose Recyclable as the option. You check out the containers. You got 14 days to bring them back to any restaurant that participates, and it's free.
And if somebody watching could just do one thing in their home to help support your cause, what would you ask Arlington residents to do? One thing that would be easy for them to do.
Well, from a zero waste Arlington perspective, I think the biggest thing is compost. About 1/3 of our waste is organic food matter. So the more residents compost, the lower the tonnage, like the heavy waste, and we get all that good stuff as nutrients that can be used, to support further food growth. So I would say, from a waste perspective, that would be the first and most impactful thing. But just generally thinking about the volume of waste, paying attention to sites like Recycle Smart. Sorry, I'm giving you a second. There's a site called Recycle Smart that allows you to know what can go in your recycling bin or not so that you're putting the right things in. Those would be two things, that I think would be really impactful, aside from telling all your restaurants you'd love reusables.
Awesome, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alana from Butternut Bakehouse, and you're watching ACMi TV.
So we're here at the racetrack right next to the Robbins Library, and who is this that I'm talking to?
My name is Dan Siskavich.
And Alyssa.
And this is?
This is Watson. You want to say hi, Watson?
Watson's a little shy. Tell us about what brought you down here today.
Well, we live in the neighborhood. We moved here in November, and we heard about all the events, and it's a nice community building event, and the kids really wanted to come see the racetrack, of course. But it's nice to see all the local businesses. I picked up some coffee from a local coffee roaster. So it's good to support local, so we figured we'd come down.
So this is your first time at Arlington Town Day?
It is, yes.
And you're enjoying it?
We are very much so, yes.
It's a good thing you weren't here last year. It was pouring rain, so we have a great...
we got lucky.
And how about yourself?
Yeah, same. Just want to support all the local businesses and check out everything that's here. There's so many vendors, so just checking them all out.
Well, we're glad you came. Thanks for talking to us. And we're right by the racetrack, which is right next to the Robbins Library. So come on down if you have kids. They'll love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Alfonso, I'm back here. We've got more interviews with some of the booths here at Town Day, and we're going to talk to Happy Camper. Games.
That's right. Happy Camper Games, yeah.
Happy Camper Games. Huh? So tell me a little bit about what you have going on here, what your booth is about, and explain to the Arlington residents.
Totally. Well, I'm Jason from Happy Camper. I'm an Arlington resident, and I make family games. No plugs, no batteries, no screens, kind of like a return to old-fashioned family fun. I have been doing it for over 20 years. I've published lots of games, and Happy Camper is my second take on this. I was in the business in a different capacity a few years ago, and then I rebooted in 2023 with Happy Camper, making games that sort of bring families together. That's the whole point of what I do, is we spend so much time staring at screens. This is no plugs, no batteries, no screens. You can pick up a set of cards and engage with your family members, your friends, playing some really fun games. This game Jungo is a new one that I just came out with. This my Jungo jacket for, and I really relish in the opportunity to celebrate everybody's just spending and playing time together.
And now, how can an Arlington resident say, yeah, I need this for my family Friday night, Saturday night? How do they get in touch with you, or how do they order a game? How do they go about it?
Totally. Well, the first thing you do is support other Arlington local businesses. You can pick up my games at Henry Bears Park, also at Maxima down in East Arlington, and then I'm online, happycamper.games. You can find my games pretty much everywhere you find family games and toys.
And now, I'm going to put this responsibility on you, even though you're not a medical professional, but what kind of response do you get from children or families about just being able to unplug? To unplug, no batteries, no screens. What's the message behind that?
Totally. I think it's sort of like they found an oasis, right? They found this moment in time where they can take a respite from just the onslaught of digital culture, just take a breather, the tactility of just playing with cards and dice, just a reminder that we all existed at a time before there were digital devices, and you can engage and really learn about some of those great soft skills like making eye contact with each other, having conversations, and there's really no better host than playing a family game.
Awesome. And what is a response that you've gotten from somebody that's bought a game here in Arlington? What have families said back to you?
The best feedback that I've gotten is we played this game and we come in to buy a second copy because the first copy is completely worn out because we played it so much. And what's really neat here at Town Day, last year was my first year doing it, and I was here with one game, and now I've got 5 games, and people were like, we came and bought Trio, what do you have new? I want to see whatever's new from Happy Campers. So it's really, truly flattering. I'm just honored to be part of the Arlington community, and it's just a pleasure to be here on this lovely day.
ACMi productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMi to learn how you can help.